Hey guys, Randy here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that can be super helpful when it comes time to load up your boat. We've got bunk rollers here. Essentially these are going to be designed for use on pontoon boats, and it's going to help you out as you're trying to get the boat up on the trailer. Whether it's wind, whether it's current, or maybe you're just not that good of a boat driver. Whatever the situation is, these can help to get you on the trailer safely. These offer a roller guide, and I like this for this particular style where they've got kind of the splash guard here, because that's going to roll along. They also make them in a wood carpeted cover bunk, which would just be a flat piece of wood here. I think this would cut into that a little bit. And they also offer some just like this where you've got a piece of PVC that'll slide down over the top. Now I think that would be better than the wood and carpeted, but I think this is pretty ideal, and I would go with this style even without this here. I like the fact that it's going to roll along instead of kind of rubbing down the side. Essentially we'll come up to this, we're going to get whichever way the wind is going. Let's say the wind's pushing us this way. We want our left front bunk here, or left front pontoon, to just come up here and just gently rest. Now this isn't a crash bar. We can't hit this at 6 miles an hour and expect it to hold up. But it can hold the front of that boat just long enough for us to give it a little bit of gas at the back to get up and around, and then get guided up on there further where you can see the longer carpeted bunks that we have there. Those also, I guess, kind of act as guides. They look to me like this would be rubbing more on that steel going up through there than they would actually guiding your boat on. So I think as long as you're not hitting these at ramming speed with one on each side like what we've got, if the wind or current's going this way, well, we'll use this one. Lean up against it, allow it to ease us in. We've got it coming the other way, just ease into that one. Allow that to be our little pivot point. And I think it's going to save you a lot of headache. I don't know if you've seen many times out at the boat ramp, it can get pretty frustrating when you're trying to get your boat loaded up. Somebody else is in a hurry. Of course, they want to go out, they want to enjoy their boat and enjoy their day. And these can probably take one of those longer in a windy situation. It might take 30 minutes to get a boat on a trailer properly. This can really help alleviate that. So you'll look more professional, you'll look like you know what you're doing. And it's not all that difficult of a product to install. Got a couple nuts here we tighten down. See one here and one here. And then we're just going to have 4 nylon lock nuts down here on a couple of U-bolts. Bracket goes around, holds them in place really well. All in all, I think it's a good product. The steel is all going to be galvanized, of course. That's going to protect and resist any corrosion. Our hardware all has the clear zinc finish on it. Again, going to resist any corrosion and issues like that. The rollers themselves, you can see pushing on it pretty firmly. I can make a couple marks there with my nail, but overall I think it's really heavy duty. I wouldn't expect these to wear out anytime soon at all. And where that bolt comes through, or where our rod comes through here at the bottom and here at the top, you can see there's also some protection there. So maybe you're walking around your trailer, you don't want to bump into it. But also, you know how sometimes we'll have a little bit of a wave action or something like that. If we don't get it lined up just right, it's going to offer some protection so we don't have to worry about it hitting into our pontoon and causing any damage there. Now these have been designed to fit just about any type of boat trailer. The U-bolts that are going to come with it, these are going to be for trailer widths up to 3 inches wide and 4 1/4 inches deep. We have an extra long U-bolt kit. That'll buy you an extra inch down here, so you'll go from 3 by 4 1/4 to 3 by 5 1/4. And we also have an I-beam set, or an I-beam clamp set. If you have an I-beam on your trailer, if it's under that 3 by 4 1/4, you can use this kit right here. If it's over that, you'll want to use the I-beam clamp kit. Now to begin your installation process, you'll need to add the roller to your main support here. You're going to use the 2 carriage bolts that are in the kit. And you want to use the metal lock nuts. You're going to have, so you have 8 nylon lock nuts, you're going to have 4 metal lock nuts. So we're going to use the metal lock nuts here. And that's basically what your assembly is going to look like. There's also that black cap. You're going to just knock that down in the top of it, gives it a clean look, keeps any sharp edges to a minimum. And then we need to get it in position here where we want it. Then once we've got that pressed down to the frame of our trailer, we'll take our bracket It's going to go right over the top there. And we want to start with the flat U-bolt. You can see straight across there. Bring that up and through. I'm going to start a flat washer and a nylon lock nut this time on each of those. And I like to take out most of the slack in this at this point. So we'll use a 9/16. Run those most of the way down. Just down to about there. That way we can still move it around. We'll still want to adjust it, but it's going to help hold it in place while we get our other one on. This one doesn't have the little dip on it, and that other bolt's going to sit right in there. Once we had these started on there, I'm going to do the same thing that I did there. Just get them pretty close to all the way down. Now the instructions indicate we want to be no more than 2 inches away from our edge here. On the box it'll say 2 to 3 inches, so I would go somewhere around 1.5 to 2. You should be in a good safe range there. Let's get it where we want it. Bring our bracket where we want it. Now installing it back here, you do have this light, so just be careful you don't get too close to that. We'll get these. Just going to take the rest of the slack out of those. And then we can torque them down. We're going to do this in a cross pattern. We want to tighten them down evenly. Now generally the customers that I've worked with these are customers that have some experience in boating, whether they're down Table Rock Lake's a really nice lake I like to go to a lot here in Missouri, and it gets pretty windy on that lake from time to time. You can have some pretty good rollers that come in, and installing these or putting these on will make a world of difference. You'll hear it time after time with the customers. It was a frustrating and aggravating experience getting their boat on the trailer until they had a few guides here. You're going to place these just a couple inches away. You come in nice and easy, and it's just going to help guide you right onto the position you need to be. You can be out of the water, out of everybody's way, and look pretty good doing it. So I think this is definitely something I would own. I've got a boat, and I definitely like having guides on them. Even the post-style Guide-Ons you can use if you've got a little bit deeper of a ramp that comes down. Those will come up kind of here on the outside. So I definitely like this product. I think it can save you a lot of headaches when it comes time to go out and enjoy your time.